Hi friends! So today we're going to talk about something that's been really bugging me for a while now. And it's this idea that girls are raised to think that their vaginas in the surrounding area are like dirty, disgusting, dark, mysterious places that they should never go to, no one else should ever go to, and they're just like bad places. And then as women, we're fed these ads and other products to clean our vaginas, detox our vaginas, like freshen them, deodorize them, like sterilize them and neutralize them, like keep it discreet, hide it away, and it just frustrates me so much. So today, we're gonna go through all the ways in which you can detox, cleanse your vagina. I'm probably missing some because there's so many out there, and we're gonna talk about it, and I'm gonna share my thoughts. So, douching. Whenever I hear or read articles or anything about douching, I'm like, do women still do this? So douching is this process where you take a bottle or some sort of sack or bag that's filled with water and you splash it up into your vagina and essentially to like flush it out. So the water is like a combination of vinegar, antiseptics, fragrances, some combination of that to freshen up your V-tunnel. And so women douche for various reasons. They think it helps with odor. They think it helps flush out, excess leftover menstrual blood. They think it helps combat STDs and to prevent pregnancy. A very simple, quick Google search shows you that douching is a bad idea. You should not be flushing out your vagina with like fragranced water. It's not. Douching actually raises the risk of infection, complications during pregnancy, and just having like a sad Sahara dry desert vagina. It's not fun. And it does this by when you flush out your vagina, you're flushing out the good bacteria, the vaginal flora, that keeps the vagina in like perfect harmonious balance that it needs to be in and that it puts itself in naturally. So Vagina Soap is a specifically formulated liquid soap that is supposed to be used externally to help maintain your vagina's pH levels, whether that be from periods or semen. So I only used this soap for probably about 2 years, and it was when I was having really bad UTIs. And the idea of, it balances out the pH levels in your vagina, and I thought that's what was causing my UTIs, and so I gave it a go, and at the time I thought it was helping, but Looking back, I know what the cause of it was. I'm not saying medicated washes are all crap, because medicated washes do actually help solve some vaginal infections, but those are washes you should be getting from the doctor, not from the shelf, if that makes sense. So I used this Vagina Soap for a couple of years, and in my mind, like, I was like in that mind trap of like, this is making my vagina nice and fresh and clean, and it's balancing it out and it's good for it. But like now I know all you need to do to clean your vagina, and the only way you should be cleaning your vagina is like a little splash of water in your fingers. And that's all you need. In the shower, you just need to splash some water up there and like rub between everything with your fingers, and you're good to go. So now that you've douched the crap out of the inside of your vagina, pH soaked the crap out of the outside of your vagina, you can take it one step further with vaginal suppositories, deodorizing sprays, and vaginal mints, just in case your man really doesn't like going down on you because of the scent or taste. And this is it all kind of like falls into line of like, get the inside, get the outside again, throw on a little minty freshness, and it's just all a little crap, and it's not good for you. Your vagina is supposed to have a certain vaginal odor to it. It's not supposed to smell like a chemical garden. And so quit trying to make it smell like some like nasty chemical daffodils or whatever it is, and just let it smell like a vagina, for crying out loud, because you're doing more harm than good when you're trying to counteract it and deodorize it, mask it up. The method of detoxing or cleaning that caught my attention most, that made me go like, I need to talk about this, is these detox herb balls, and they're often referred to as pearls, like Detox Pearls, and I think of them as like taking a tea bag and shoving it up into your vagina. So let's talk about this. So these pearls are these little like they look like little round tea bags, and they have all kinds of different herbs and stuff to detox your vagina. And you're supposed to, it says I've watched some of the tutorials and ads and stuff, and it says you take 3 of them at a time and shove them up there and leave them for 3 days. Then you take those out and you put another 3 up for another 3 days. But Your vagina is a self-cleaning organ. It needs to like discharge and flush out, and that's why there's stuff in your underwear, and that's why there should be stuff in your underwear, because it's cleaning itself out. And so if you're plugging it up and stopping it with these little herb balls, I can only imagine like the harm that it's doing. And they show these like pretty nasty pictures of like what they claim is like all these different things it's curing, but it's just like chunks of like discharge and irritation and infection, and it's I don't want to make my vagina do that. And so you should not be putting these balls of herbs into your vagina. You need to let it breathe. You need to let it like clean itself. It's like if you had a sinus infection, and I'm not saying your vagina constantly has an infection. I'm just trying to like put this in another term for you. So say you have like a sinus infection and you like plug up your nose, and if you could plug up like the back of your throat so it can't drain, imagine just all of that building and like festering. It would be so bad. So just leave your vaginas be. The final one I'm going to talk about are called VSteams, and they're pretty much vaginal facials. That's how I view it. You take off your underwear, you wear like this robe, sort of like long drapey thing, and you sit over this pot of hot water that has herbs and other things in it that steams up and is supposed to like freshen up your vagina. And it claims it does all these things, but looking at it and like what I've read, it really just looks like it's just like a facial. It's just like a freshening, hello, steam for your vagina. Spas are offering them. You have these DIY kits you can do at home, and like I said, like you don't need these, but these are the only, reading all of these, this is the only one that I'm kind of like, this is kind of okay. If you're going to do one of them, like this is okay, because you're not putting anything like on or in your vagina. You're just kind of steaming it. A lot of people burn their vaginas doing this because the water's too hot and they don't realize that. So you have to be careful with that. But I think of it like sitting in a warm bath, or maybe like on a heating pad when you're having cramps. Like that could be nice, just to sit over some steam while you're cramping. So that's the only one I'm like remotely okay with. The rest of them, no, don't be doing them. And if all of this isn't enough information for you to just leave your vagina alone, I did some more research. So according to a review in Clinical Medicine Insights Women's Health, half of all yeast infections, the things that all of these things are trying to prevent, half of the infections are caused from the chemicals in creams, soaps, lubes, spermicide, condoms, and hygiene products and dyes. So all the things you're doing to your vagina are causing the problems. Waxing and shaving remove that layer of protective skin around your vulva, which then opens it up to be more sensitive to irritation and infection. So my final thoughts on this, and I've said this already so many times during this entire video, is leave your vaginas alone, girls. Just let them breathe, let them grow, let them live. And just like, I'm not saying you can't do anything to it because it's your own personal preference, but like give your vagina a break every now and then and just let it be. So that's all I have to say. I hope this was interesting to you. I hope you learned something. I hope maybe you'll stop doing some of these things if you are doing them. Comment down below about what you think. If you used any of these in your experiences, good or bad. Don't forget to subscribe for more of this glorious fun. And until next time, I'll see you guys. Bye. Hi guys. Today we're going to talk about what happens at annual exams. Because I think it is a terrifying thing for a lot of girls and